Teenage Madden. Franchise. Isn't the starting franchise? Madden. Let's see. What team should I do? There's only two different which team possible to do. Uh-oh. Let's try a new one. Got a starting franchise.
So select a team you want to join.
Let's see. So we're starting our franchise?
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change,
Let's go.
start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Start your week by installing. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk.
Go for 9 wins. Alright, let's go for 9 wins.
Kick your season off by starting an offensive and defensive game plan each week. You can focus train once you've made your game plan. Choose to start training.
Alright, let's just do attack and cover 1. We're only gonna play the offense.
Guys, we all watched the film from yesterday, and I hope everyone knows it wasn't good enough. Today's practice has got to be great. You want to win a ball game, take advantage of your practice reps, because Sunday's going to be here before you know it.
Alright. Oh, I meant to only do... Oh, wait, okay. Pass the... Who's all on this team? 19. Who's on the Jet Giants? First move. No.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday. Good job.
I ain't playing defense.
Kick your season off by starting your first game.
Let's just do a manual. Alright, let's look at our team. Let's see what we got. Let's look at QBs. Eli Manning, okay. Alright, so our starter's Eli. Halfbacks. Check on Barkley. Receivers, Odell. Alright, we have some pretty good tight ends. Alright, you know, I'm really bored of looking at our players. Is there any free agents we should try to get right off the bat? And what do we need? We could always just go to straight to free agency. We could do better center. Is there any good centers in free agency? No. I mean, it's 64 overall. I don't think it's gonna match the team. Just go right in. I'll rolling
Once
play
you're
the
ready,
moments.
go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game.
Jalen Ramsey on the Jags.
Saquon Barkley, welcome to the NFL. It's been so cool. You're tuned into one of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, Giants will see the debut of their dynamic new runner, number 2 overall pick, Saquon Barkley. As the New York Giants are in for a test, facing one of the toughest defenses in the NFL, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be back at halftime with a look ahead to the early games. Let's get you back up to MetLife Stadium. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game.
Let's go fast.
We drop you in early on in this one. First drive of the game. The ball belongs to the New York Giants.
It's weird. Caused them to.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
To throw, it's Manning. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
How long do you think they actually have been plotting this drive? Than what they expected.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doing right from the start.
They just ran into every vendor on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
To throw is Manning. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
And you remember pre-draft, there was a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for a red zone alert forthcoming here. A first and goal situation as this offense looks to punch in the football from right around the 6. Shotgun now for Manning. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham from 6 yards away. And the Giants are in for 6. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Kareem Martin with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes.
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down the scoreboard. They got to get the ball back to their offense. Now Manning. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew that.
On second down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. A reminder coming up at the half, we hook up with a new guy, Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis, and more importantly this year, scores and stats from around the league here in week 1. So do not press that skip button. Bortles to throw on second down. That is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the... It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Is that me or them?
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. 380. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. It goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they'll lead back down to 4 now, 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better.
A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter?
Oh, he's not even up.
Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Miles Jack. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter?
Oh, crap. It's third down.
Throwing is Manning on third down. And incomplete here on third down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
You have to be kidding me.
This defense now trying desperately to hold on to this fourth quarter lead, but to do it, they've got to keep this offense out of the end zone. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten that now. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a third down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. Tight game here, but this offense does have the lead. Decent amount of time on the clock, and the defense has all 3 timeouts. So can the offense manage things and milk this clock away? It's time to find out. And we're working across midfield inside the 45. That could go 19 and a first down.
I'm chuckling myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you keep a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. We have to control this thing. Get it behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He runs as well.
They go play action here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Side.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. And And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder.
I don't super soon.
So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Here's Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Now that was kind of interesting. It appears this coaching staff really trusts this rookie early in his career. They want to get him a touchdown here in his NFL debut.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Giants, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit one.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game.
Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you. So let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
Okay.
Hey man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right...
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. You have grades for each position. Browse available players to improve your team.
Good. Fullback. There's never any fullbacks in the league. Ours bad, but he's kind of. He's older. No. I mean, it's right. I don't think we're gonna keep our corner. I honestly don't think we're gonna trade for anyone. Oh, but this guy's a free agent. Because he's a free agent, I'm saying. Alright, there we go.
You have too many players on your team. Choose which players you want to cut. Easily see how many players you need to cut. Here are some recommendations to get you started.
take the tight end out. Alright, offensive. Cowboys.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuning into Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll be a man back for a 15 NFL season. Eli Manning and the New York Football Giants take on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. With that, it's off to the home opener, and they'll do it big at AT&T Stadium in Dallas. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were winners. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. It really is grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
To throw on third down. Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They fake the handoff. Now Manning rolling to his left. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little.
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt. Hoping for more of that here.
He got off the field. That's exactly what they want.
The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Play action. Manning. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And they will take over with the football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who blocked it up and say, so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And the Giants ready to come out now. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 57 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Ingram holds it in. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Manning again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything.